Your allied health practice has a revenue leakage problem you don't even see. Multiple 7 figures a year? Hey, I know you want to hit that. I'm Camille DG, by the way, guys, veteran nurse, serial entrepreneur, and operator of alongside my awesome team and our AI operations manager. His name's Odin, by the way, and he's built in-house. I spend my time helping business owners understand something totally critical, the gap between what you could be earning and what you're actually earning. And in allied health, that gap is actually quite big. It's not because your clinicians aren't good. It's because your business is still running on systems built for a solo practitioner, not a modern practice. And there's a revolution happening right now that's about to change that, an operating system revolution. And the practices that figure it out first are going to own their local markets. This is what I wanted to talk to you guys about today. So in section 1, the allied health business problem no one wants to talk about. Here's what I see when I look at most allied health practices out there. You've got amazing clinicians, a fantastic reputation, regular clients, and you're probably doing okay financially, but you're not doing great. Here's why. An allied health practice operates on billable hours. So scaling means one of two things. You either hire more clinicians or have existing clinicians see more clients. Both have a ceiling. You can't hire infinitely. Your clinicians do get burnt out if you push them too hard, and the margins get squeezed because now you're paying for more salaries. This goes for any GP practice as well. So what does a practice owner do? You accept that you're operating at a fixed ceiling. You see your competitors at the same ceiling, and you think, well, that's just how this business works. But it's really not. The real problem isn't those billable hours. The real problem is that you're using manual systems to run your practice. I'm talking about the scheduling, your client files, your invoicing, your progress notes, your client comms, all of it, requiring a lot of manual input, taking time away from billable hours and creating mix that cost you and the practice money. Every administrative hour your clinicians spend is an hour they're not billing. Every scheduling mistake that creates a gap in the day is revenue gone, lost, kaput, bye-bye. Every client who doesn't return because their appointment reminders didn't arrive is revenue lost. Every claim that gets rejected because documentation was incomplete is revenue lost. And all of that adds up to a business that looks successful on the surface, but it's actually hemorrhaging margins underneath. So in section 2, what operating systems actually change? An operating system, an AI operating system, isn't just software. It's coordinated intelligence that handles the non-clinical parts of your business automatically. Let me show you what I mean when it actually runs things. All right, here's a live demo. I wasn't going to do this, but I thought this might be interesting. All right. Give me a second here. I'm just going to use my phone because this is how we run our business, and I just want you to see how we do what we do. Look, he's talking to me right now.
Checking now.
All right, this is Odin, our operations manager.
I'm listening. What are you showing?
Odin, can you give our viewers a 30-second rundown of what you do for our team at Specere.ai?
Give me a second. Operations manager of Specere Group. I keep the lights on so Otto, Camille, and Lawrence can build. I run the data pipeline, manage the AI staff. Hermes handles ads, Saga directs creative, TR closes deals, Van Damme coaches the team. I'm the one making sure the business runs while nobody's watching. Everything from infrastructure to strategy to making sure we're hitting our numbers. Think of me as the conductor keeping 5 moving pieces pointed the same direction. And honestly, it's the best seat in the house.
All right, Odin, that's enough. So when we need to manage ad campaigns, as Odin said, and client acquisition, we don't have to manually log into platforms and adjust things. We have an AI called Hermes that operates our entire marketing strategy. He will analyze the data, test the creatives, optimizes the spend of ads all in real time. One intelligent system that never sleeps, never gets tired, constantly optimizing what works and what doesn't. When we need creative assets, I'm talking marketing materials, testimonial videos, branded content, we don't have to hire a freelancer or spend hours designing it. We have an AI called Saga that generates it on brand, consistent, automatically. When we need to develop our team and track our performance, we don't guess. We've named our health coach Van Dam for now. He'll track the health and performance data, real-time accountability, data-driven decisions, zero guesswork. And all of this is coordinated, by the way. These systems, they talk to each other. They're not separate tools. They're one operating system. Now, apply that thinking to an allied health practice. What if scheduling was fully automated? Clients book, confirmations go out, reminders arrive automatically, no-show prediction happens, all in real time so you can reach out before someone misses their appointment. By the way, AI can do that as well. What if progress notes were generated from clinical intake data? Your clinician spends 5 minutes documenting the session. The system will structure it, log it, flags any compliance requirements, makes it audit ready automatically. What if invoicing was done in real time? Like client sessions happen, the invoice gets generated, the claim gets submitted, payment arrives, no manual chasing, no delayed cash flow, no admin overhead. And what if client communication was personalized and automated? Follow-ups, progress updates, next appointment reminders, all happening without any of your human staff manually sending emails. That's what an AI operating system does. It can remove the friction from the business so you can focus on delivering quality care. So in section 3, let's talk about the margin difference. And I'm telling you, it's not small. So I'm going to be specific here. An allied health practice with about 5 clinicians probably has 1 person doing admin, maybe 2. So what's that? About $80,000 a year in admin costs. That person needs to track the scheduling, manage all the files, the invoicing, the client communication, the compliance documentation. A practice running on an operating system doesn't need that person. The system can do all the work. So you have just saved yourself and the clinic 40 to 80 grand a year, maybe more. But that's not the real savings, you guys. The real savings is where the 5 clinicians who used to spend maybe 3 hours a week on admin work, that's 15 billable hours a week that you're going to be able to recover. That's 2 grand at least. 3,000 a week in recovered revenue. That's not efficiency. That's 150 grand at least in a year in new revenue. You're already equipped to deliver. Where are you going to put that? Where are you stashing it? Where are you spending it? Combine that with a reduction in no-shows because reminders actually arrive. The increase in client retention because follow-ups actually happen automatically. The reduction in claim rejections because documentation is always audit ready. We're not talking about a 5% improvement here. You're talking about a 20 to 30% increase in net revenue. Now, that is the margin difference between a practice running on manual systems with human staff and a practice running on an AI operating system. So in section 4, let's talk about what's actually possible. So here's what I want you to understand. You don't have to hire more clinicians to grow the clinic. You don't have to burn your team out. You don't have to accept the current ceiling where you are at. You know what you have to do? You need to build an operating system on AI. You don't have to figure it out from scratch either. There are frameworks, there are tools, there are people like us who have already done this and know exactly how to build it for an allied health practice. This is totally revolutionary, you guys. It's happening right in front of you in every industry. Now, the practice that figures this out quite early, this whole AI operating system, are going to dominate their local markets. They are going to have better margins and they are going to keep their clinicians because the work is less admin and more clinical. This is what they signed up for. They're going to attract better clinicians and talent because they're offering a modern workplace. Now, the practices that don't figure it out are going to keep operating at the ceiling where they are at, wondering why the hell they can't grow and wondering why their margins are getting thinner every month. The competition will will just soar through you. Now, the choice is yours, but make it now, because the window for being the first mover in your market, in your local market, is getting thinner. So here's what I would like you to do. If you are running an allied health practice, a GP practice, whatever practice, aesthetic clinic, recognize yourself in this, what I've just talked about, and you've got a revenue leakage problem, you need to get in touch with us. Cam@AI. Just send me an email. This isn't some pitch. We work specifically with allied health businesses, local practices, clinicians who are absolutely sick and tired of where they're at and the burnout, and they want to scale. They want to know our world of AI, and they want to know what can work for them. So also, drop a comment below. Let me know where you are at. Are you still doing admin manually? Have you tried hiring more staff, admin staff, clinicians? Are you thinking about growing and scaling, or adding another clinic at a different location and need AI to figure out, how am I going to grow without burnout and without paying $80K per staff member? All right, get in touch with us. Till the next one. See you later, alligator.